And that's just a clue what episode 134 is going to include on Fine Music. Oh, yeah. Murray will let you know right now.
Right now. Okay. This one has a real easy tagline. If you like the Andrews Sisters, check out the Lipker Sisters. It's a local band here in Rochester. Actually, the official name is the Cool Club and the Lipker Sisters. The Cool Club is the backing band, which my understanding is they established themselves first and then at some point got these three sisters to sing with them. And so, yes, there are three actual. Okay, here, I'll show the CD briefly. This is their old CD. They're in the studio, possibly right now as we speak, working on a new one. Three sisters, Marilla, Grace, and Liz, who have the Andrews Sisters harmonies down cold. They not only can, the three of them harmonize, but they will like trade off parts of the lyrics, like even word by word, or one of them will be singing the lead lines and the other two will be throwing in, accents on some of the other words. They're, just to help things out, all three of them are beautiful. So you get three lovely young ladies singing, and their voices, as you guys heard briefly on the one, I believe that was Marilla you heard, all three of them have extremely strong voices. So they all do solo spots too. They do some Andrew Sister songs. They usually put Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy into their sets and sometimes introduce it as, this is a song we've been doing since we were little tater tots, which is probably true. That I can see them. I think they came from a musical family, and I'm sure once mom and dad realized their girls could harmonize, they just put them to work. But like I say, they also do a variety of contemporary tunes. They have a wonderful swing version of a Beyonce song. It's nothing like seeing people jitterbugging to a Beyonce song. And they'll do like the Eagles, and they do a lot of Aretha Franklin to like really kick their voices in to do Aretha. I saw them a show recently, and they did Femme Fatale by the Velvet Underground. Okay, this is a little different. They also dig back farther in the history. They have a song that's a pretty regular part of their set called Why Don't You Practice What You Preach, which is done by the Boswell Sisters. If you don't know the Boswell Sisters, they were a precursor to the Andrews Sisters. They were...
and they use a retrophone.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. The Boswell Sisters doing the same sort of three-part harmony, boogie-woogie, bluesy stuff in the 30s. And then the Andrews Sisters came along to do it in the 40s. So
I didn't know that.
The Lipker Sisters in the 2020s picking up on the tradition and continuing on. I have to say, one of the things I like about them, well, we're going to give you a taste. I may have to like turn the sound off on this.
For just a second before you do that, how do you spell that last name?
Oh, yeah, very, very important.
Yeah.
Lipker.
Wow. I'm glad I asked.
Well, just to give you a quick idea of...
Oh, there it is. Oh, the Cool Club.
What you're in for visually if you go see them. So I just want to give you a taste there. But they're so that's my recommendation. I now, like I say, they do have a CD out that you can probably order through various sources. They are on Bandcamp too. But I would recommend just going on YouTube and looking them up because they're so much fun to watch. One of the things I actually like about them is it would be really tempting to choreograph them, to get them in there going, okay, you all do your dance moves together and this and that. But they just, each of them does their own thing when they're dancing around the stage, which I find very pleasant because you really get a sense of their personalities. They do, three people have very different personalities. And then also I say that if you had those three behinds shaking in unison, I think Old Men in the Heart and the audience like me would have heart attacks. I think it'd just be a little bit too much to take. So there you go. If you like,
you said something that left me with a burning question. You said
Okay.
they're a regional act?
yeah, they're actually out of Geneva, New York. If you
Oh,
know geography up here at all, Geneva is a very small city at the north end of Seneca Lake, about an hour's east of Rochester. So they play around. They've been once the pandemic was over, suddenly they just booked themselves a whole bunch of shows. I mean, I've seen them 3 times just in the past couple of months.
wow.
They seem to have calmed down now to go into the recording studio. But they play all over Rochester and the Finger Lakes area, and over to Syracuse and Buffalo. I think they should get out of town and book themselves at least like a New England tour or something. And maybe once they get a new album out, they will, because they're a lot of fun. They're very, very talented. The band is very talented too. And one thing new this year is they added a full horn section. So they really get that swing boogie sound down.
I like the idea that you're sharing a local band, because now you have the East Coast, West Coast connection, and who knows where it can go from there. Because word of mouth is a powerful way to spread the idea that you got a quality band here. I think that's a good thing. And I think that's one of the things that we're here for, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Cool.
So that's 134 in the
Yep.
can. I heard that somewhere.
Yep.
Oh, no, that was the Pointer Sisters. Okay.
Wait, you heard that at Nutbush City Limits, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
All right. The Lipker Sisters. You heard it here. 22nd.